The race for governor in Kansas is drawing national attention as powerful political players rally for the candidates.
Today we learned that Vice President Mike Pence will be traveling to Wichita next week to campaign for Republican Chris Kobach. Last weekend, President Trump visited Topeka to rally for Kobach. But we also wanted to really get to know the three nominees, without all the hoopla.
In a story you will only see here, 41 Action News reporter Stephen Dial invited each candidate for lunch. They chose the locations. Stephen chose the questions.
It's virtually a three-way race for Kansas governor, with Chris Kobach trying to prove he is not Sam Brownback, Laura Kelly hoping to show she is a moderate Democrat, and Greg Orman insisting he is not in the race to play spoiler. This race drawing national attention.
I've talked to people and they say Greg Orman is going to hurt the Democrat or take votes from Kobach. What do you say to someone who says that?
I actually believe we're going to win this race. I think the visions of the candidates couldn't be clearer. Secretary Kobach has talked about smaller government, cutting spending, cutting taxes, really starving the government. Senator Kelly has talked about lots of spending proposals and has no way to pay for it except to raise taxes. I'm not interested in big government. I'm not interested in starving the government. I'm interested in better government.
What sets you apart?
As an independent, I can appoint the best and the brightest people to serve in my administration. I don't have to pick from a group of politically loyal Democrats or politically loyal Republicans. I can embrace the best ideas wherever they come from.
I'll personally admit, it's been kind of surprising to me that every week I'm hearing a new Republican endorsement to your camp. What do you think that says about you as a candidate?
I think it says a lot. I have always worked in a bipartisan method, and that I'm common sense, I'm no nonsense, and they would much prefer to have me in the governor's office, knowing that I will continue to take Kansas forward rather than putting Chris Kobach in there.
Do you think Greg Orman can siphon voters that would be your type of voters? I
don't think the message of the parties not working together is really resonating, because actually in Kansas, that's exactly how we get things done. Moderate Republicans and Democrats coming together, and that's been sort of my trademark as I've been in the Senate, is the relationships that I have across the aisle.
How do you separate yourself from former Governor Brownback in certain issues?
I blame the Brownback administration's failure to cut spending. So what I'm going to do is go in right away in the middle of the fiscal year, January, and start cutting spending then. Even though the legislature has given the money to the agencies, I can direct them not to spend it. So we won't put the cart before the horse. We'll start cutting right away. That's a big difference between me and Governor Brownback.
I'm going to put you on the spot for a second. I'll let you take a sip because this is a big one.
Okay.
Tell me something that you do not like about the president, or that makes you say, I wish he didn't do that.
You see, the obvious answer would be, I don't like his tweeting. But I actually think his tweeting is an amazing new thing in American politics, because prior presidents, even if you're in the administration, you're never sure what the president's thinking. You go to a meeting and then 2 weeks later you hear about the decision the president made. With President Trump, he tweets. He tells us all what he's thinking, and he tells us all. It's incredibly transparent.
Reporting, Stephen Dial, 41 Action News.
We have more interviews with Kobach, Kelly, and Orman on our website right now. And if you missed yesterday's exclusive interviews with the 3rd District candidates, Kevin Yoder and Sharice Davids, you can watch them right now online at KSHB.com.
All right, continue.